a program that sends this stream to various places like Facebook and the Quilt Show website and the Ricky Tim's YouTube channel. And so I'm a little bit green on this, so that's part of the today's thing is to bear with me. This will not necessarily be polished, but it would be great to see some hellos coming in the chat because that would help me know that you've arrived and everything seems to be working okay. So hello, and from where you are, say, I don't know, where you're from, Manitoba or from Sarasota, Florida, or up there in Portland, Oregon. Yep, so very good. So hello, oh, Tallahassee, Christy. Yes, Christy, how you doing? It's good to see you. I won't spend a lot of time. Apparently things are working right now, and I'm glad that you're here to join me. It's great to see all of you guys. I know that many of you will know that last week on Wednesday, so Wednesday 1 week ago, I had a heart catheter. And I thought I would just give you the background on all that story and let you know how I'm doing. So the situation is this. Let me go all the way back to the year 2000. And in the year 2000, on April the 24th, so 2 days from now is my 21st birthday. 21st birthday, seriously, coming up in 2 days. I'm looking forward to that. But on that day, I had quadruple heart bypass surgery. And that was a Monday. The previous day had been Easter Sunday. So I had surgery on Monday. I was in the hospital Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And on Friday, they sent me home. And I spent the weekend doing some greeting cards and, replying to some well wishes cards, saying thank you cards. So I did some thank you notes on the weekend. And on Monday, I wanted to start a quilt that would commemorate the quilt surgery. So take a look at this because I'm going to show you a picture of a quilt that I made. There we go. This is a quilt called The Beat Goes On. I started this literally 1 week to the day after my heart surgery in 2000. My dad was there. My dad tore the strips. So he was helping because with my cracked open chest, I couldn't tear strips, but my dad did that for me. But I designed this and made this quilt in 4 days. So I'm enlarging it there for you to see. And I named it The Beat Goes On after the song by Sonny and Cher. So I love this little quilt. I think it's pretty cool. And there it is right there. So anyway, no, I don't have a pattern for this quilt. It's a very special quilt to me, but I thought you might like to see that. So that sets the stage for me coming 21 years forward. And let me tell you what really happened, okay? In January, on a Saturday morning, I went to my piano keyboard because I was working on my new album, and I'm sitting there playing, and I just feel like I'm sinking. I don't feel any pain, but I feel like I'm going black. And I went to the floor because I didn't want to fall down and crack my head open or something. And I never blacked out, but it just felt really weird on the inside. And my dogs came and they were licking my head, and I said, guys, just give me a second. I was on my knees in about 20 seconds, maybe 30, and then I stood up and I was fine, and I haven't had any trouble since. But I was encouraged by a good friend to go to the doctor, and basically they insist to go to the doctor. So I went to my doctor because it had been a while and I hadn't gone all during the COVID lockdowns. So I saw my doctor and he didn't like the story, so he sent me to the cardiologist, who then put me in schedule for a stress test. And I had the stress test and I failed the stress test. Now, mind you, I don't feel bad. I haven't felt any different than I have felt. There's not like, oh my God, something's going wrong with me. I feel fine. I don't feel any different than I have felt for years and years. Yes, I get out of breath when I'm walking up a hill or if I go, on a hike or whatever, but it's just stop when you need to stop. So that's where I was. But the stress test failed. They stopped me on the stress test because something was going wrong. And so ultimately what happened was I had to have a heart catheter, which was last Wednesday. So now the good news is, because my heart surgery was in St. Louis, now my local doctors know what's going on inside. They know where the grafts are, they know the problems. So let's just assume that my heart has 3 parts. I have 2 main arteries going with probably some grafts, and everything is great. And the third part is clogged, 100% clogged. And if it wasn't for a graft, and the fact that Mother Nature Mother Nature sent some construction workers into my heart and built some little feeder roads, some little side roads that are feeding that third part of my heart. And there's no room for a stent. There's no place for a stent. And so basically they looked and said, this is as good as it can be. We're not going to be able to operate on you. Nor do they need to, but a future heart surgery is very unlikely for me. But I have 2 roads open, and I have the other one that's doing okay because Mother Nature has built some side roads. And then the other thing about that is that if I keep exercising and I eat well, Mother Nature will continue to make better roads in that third part of my heart. So I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect, but I'm still here. You guys have got me for a little while. So